Hey, what's up, guys? It's Diego from Quit Stalling. We're here at ESGS 2016, and to my right on the sofa over here, we got my co-pilot. We got Herald Silvestre.
Woo!
And we got Iggy from Muramasa Games. Hey, what's up, Iggy?
Hey.
All right, so we're going to be testing out their game called Save the World from Muramasa Games. So, Iggy, just want to ask, can you tell us a little bit about yourself as a game developer?
Well, I started in the game industry as far back as 2005. I was working with different publishers in the Philippines, trying to figure out how to bring virtual worlds into the Philippines. So that's when I got into Level Up in 2008.
Level Up Games, yeah.
I was heading up their advergaming unit back then. And then I got promoted to content acquisition in 2009. And that's when I really got into looking at games in development, games all around the world, in the region, you know, figuring out what makes them work, what makes them, what brings in the revenue and all that. And then by the tail end of my career in about 2013, I started, we were very heavily investing in mobile already.
Oh, okay.
The mobile
Casual
market, yeah.
games. And I'm a really big Steam fan.
Yeah.
Like I'm a
Yeah.
real Steam wallet nut, seriously. So every time there's a sale, you know, buy wallet.
Oh, yeah, the dreaded Steam sales.
300 GameCube.
It's not funny. So I
Yeah.
realized then that, you know, with mobile being so populated, it's so hard to make a successful game. And then I saw some really great indie titles on Steam kicking ass. And I said, sorry, can I say ass?
Ass,
yeah.
boobies, butt cracks.
And then it was doing, these games were doing so well, and I realized that, you know, why not jump out of the mobile rat race?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do something on Steam. So this is why we focused on this game to be launched on PC and Steam.
Nice.
That's awesome.
So, like going into your game, can you tell us a bit about your game, Save the World? Like, give us like a little before we get into the game. Give us a little premise, what it's about, backstory. Yeah.
So in terms of the technical aspect, Save the World is a procedural generated roguelike dungeon crawler.
Okay.
Wow, that's a mouthful. Whenever I say that.
Yes, it is.
But in simple terms, it's Binding of Isaac meets a Pinoy Scott Pilgrim.
Oh,
That's what I tell
okay.
everyone. So it's chock full of Pinoy pop culture references as well as popular internet culture. You know, we have bosses like, one of the bosses that we're building is Beauty and Strong. And they come out of a huge bamboo stick, and we have to fight them individually.
Nice, nice.
Or one of our other bosses is One Lazy, who walks like a real slow-ass weed addict. When he reaches a tree and, you know, the fruit drops into his mouth, he becomes like this really hulking
Nice, nice.
degenerate.
So somewhat digging into the lore of the, digging into the lore of the Philippines.
One of my favorite items right now in development is called Parola ni Edgar. So it's
I like the wordplay here.
Yeah.
I really like the wordplay.
So it's supposed to be a lantern that helps you beef up your character stats.
That is awesome.
So that's really what we're doing here. We really want to play with a lot of Philippine pop culture references. Bring it to a more relatable audience globally.
Yeah.
You know how you're describing to us, like how you're describing to us now. It seems really interesting. It seems really cool. You know, let's jump right into it. Let's see some gameplay.
Yeah, I want to see the misadventures of Luis and Joana.
Right. So we are currently two and a half months in development.
Only. Wow.
Yes, we're targeting launch in August of next year. And we're already showcasing 2 playable characters, which is Luis and Joana. So Luis is your resident geek. He's got the hots for Joana.
Oh yeah.
But, you know, being the geek that he is, he can't really say much. You know, whenever Joanna's nearby, he's like, hi.
I'm sorry. I love how his glasses bounce as he runs around.
Yeah.
And then
It's
they
the
fall off his face.
wow.
When he's swinging
The little
sword.
things is what make it nice. Yeah. And 2 months.
And these are the zombies. They became zombies because they were staring at their mobile phones too much.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. That is.
Oh my God.
no.
They're shooting me up.
So
Yeah, you do get a lot of that Bindings of Isaac feel. That's great.
I love Binding of Isaac. I have over 400 hours in that game.
wow.
Because of all of the item collections and
The
leaderboards.
achievements.
Yeah, and I realized that, you know, this is something that we love to do in our game as well.
You mentioned earlier in our pre-interview that you're gonna have a loot system. You're eventually gonna come up with a loot system. How is that gonna develop? How is that gonna change the game as a whole?
So as you can see right now, I am swinging a wooden sword. It's the sword of the Kokoro hero. Right? So it's the usual sword that you start out. You can't go into the woods without a weapon, right? So
it's dangerous to go alone.
It's dangerous
Take
to go
this.
Take this. Yeah, you got the words right out of my mouth. So eventually you'll be able to pick up a lot of passive items, which are the items that increase your statistics. Strength, fortitude, intelligence, and so on. And then the weapons you can actually change depending on what you pick up. Like for example, we have Panday Sword. Panday Sword is a two-handed sword which actually flames up when you hit undead enemies. So it's a very powerful weapon. And then you also have your rudimentary explosives. We were planning to add an exploding mobile phone into the game, but I saw that takedown of GTA the other day. So we're not gonna go there.
Not gonna risk it.
But we do have a triangle, the 5-star Paputok. So we have that in the game.
Man,
So
I really like how you're
That
really
suits
putting
more.
Filipino pop culture into your game. It's nice.
Right. So I pushed back to the main menu. Anyway, I'm going to show you Joana.
All right.
So Joana obviously moves a lot faster because she's a dancer.
Oh, okay.
She's a
Nimble.
school muse, and she's really hot. Right. And then
Can't emphasize that enough.
so Luis is like, oh man, she's way out of my league. But something happens, and then that's why everybody turns into a zombie. Reginald, who is from the rival school of University of Athena. The rival school's name is Saint El Sala. He got it. He figured it out.
Oh wait, I took long. Okay, now I get it.
So the rival school is Saint El Sala, and he is the king of the drama club.
Okay.
And he's a really eccentric rich guy who's always had also the hots for Joana. He casts a spell on everybody. Everybody turns into zombies or whatnot, and kidnaps Joana.
I assume she doesn't reciprocate the affection because he has to kidnap her.
That's right, exactly. So what happens is actually when Luis first completes, you only play as Luis in the beginning.
Okay.
When you finish the game the first time, the tables are turned. Reggie captures Luis. Joana escapes. So you have to play as Joana to rescue Luis.
Okay.
And as the story progresses, you start realizing that, hey, Joana also has feelings for Luis. So on a much deeper level, it's actually a way of saying that people can't really say how they feel about each other. But if a zombie apocalypse happened, they'd be able to actually rescue each other and finally say what they feel.
In times of crisis, emotions seem to surface.
What's your projected total amount of time it'll take before you finish the entire game? Do you have an idea?
Well, our plan is for the full prototype to be done by middle of November.
Okay.
So that includes a few more bosses, a few more enemies, and a lot of items already available. And then by around January or February, we should already be releasing a pre-test build to the public. So we'll be going on to Congregate or trying to get into Steam, getting it greenlit, and all that jazz.
Yeah.
Hopefully in time for GDC in March.
Ooh.
Hopefully, I'm crossing my fingers here. The guys over at Unity and say, hey, why don't you guys show your game around?
Come on down.
Yeah, keeping my fingers crossed. But hey, the goal really is by the 9-month mark, we should have already launched our Kickstarter campaign. We should have already been greenlit in Steam. And by 12 months, which is August of next year, we should be launching.
Yeah.
Do you plan any console releases from this?
Yes,
console
definitely.
as well.
So our target is PC first because that's going to be the easiest platform on Steam. And after that, we're hoping to be able to go into the PlayStation and Xbox Store. And of course, I just saw the release of the Nintendo Switch.
The Switch?
Like,
Yeah, we were just geeking out about that.
This is perfect
It
for that.
would actually work perfectly for the Switch.
And I was like, oh my god, that's a godsend. So I'm hoping that after our release, it's successful enough to allow us to develop into that platform.
Yeah.
And then, much later on, if we still have the resources, we'll try and get into mobile with this version as well. because it's, you know, you can still control the characters using a touchscreen input. Right now, the controls, as you notice, are WSAD and then mouse.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't be too difficult to port that into a mobile device or a portable device.
I wanna note that earlier in the pre-interview, you said also that I want to talk about your dev team. You said you have 3 artists working on this game.
Yes, that's right.
How is it like working with 3 different artists?
Well, it's actually pretty easy because we have one senior guy who helps manage the rest of the team. But the art team is very excellent. I mean, every time we churn out new designs, concepts for monsters and bosses, I mean, I'm like, approved.
Oh, because it's just that good.
But the thing is, it's really difficult because they give me like, for one boss, they give me like 4 different versions, and I'm like, wow, you're making it hard for me, man. I love them all.
What a good problem to have.
That's a good problem, yeah.
So now I have a bunch of other monsters and bosses shelved. And like, okay, I like this one, we'll use this for later.
Yeah.
So we have a boatload of content ready. So definitely for the launch, we're looking at 5 areas with about 3 level dungeons each.
Okay.
And then secret dungeons like the rainbow unicorn secret level.
Those kind of things.
There is no rainbow unicorn.
No, there isn't. Wait. And then later on, when we start thinking about DLC, I know I said a bad word, but
DLC.
I mean, it's one way to continue the legacy of the game, to keep
That's
it
right.
going. Is that you can add more characters, more areas, more weapons, more items. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that we can explore, and just working with these guys has been excellent.
What kind of weapons are we looking at in the current build of the game? How many are we looking at?
Right now, we've already listed about 20 sword-type weapons.
Okay.
And then we have about 5 or 6 blood-type weapons.
Okay.
And then we're also looking at, much later on, probably ranged weapons.
Ranged weapons.
It's a whole different animal to code ranged weapons as it is to code melee weapons. So we're carefully looking at that because, you know, of course, you want to put everything in the game.
Yeah.
But you also have to manage your development timetable and stuff like that.
That's right.
So here's a funny anecdote. A good friend of mine, Gabby Dizon of Altitude Games.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He's been a great, you know, reference and mentor, and you know, helping me out figure out what to do. And one of the first things we talked about was when we started my company was that, so do you have a producer? And I told him I don't have a budget for a producer yet. Definitely want to do that. So you're going to be doing the producing and the game design.
Yeah.
And he said you're going to be having a lot of arguments with yourself.
Oh
that's
my
the whole,
god.
you know, the designer wants to make the game really beautiful and put in some features. Well, the producer says no, we can't do that because you have this timetable, you have a budget, you have to finish, you have to launch at this time.
Yeah.
So I'm having a lot of arguments with myself. You're going to go crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and he said, if you do that, one side will always win, obviously.
Right. Yes.
So it's been a difficult 2 months because, like I mentioned earlier, the guys just keep coming up with so many great stuff. And then I see so many things and I say, oh, I want to add that, I want to add this. And then, producer hat steps in and can't do it.
Yeah.
So hopefully, producer continues to win by the time that we launch.
Yeah.
And you know, we make our goal of August of next year.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's really
Fingers
tough.
crossed, man. Fingers crossed.
You mentioned that the demo we have now is up to a boss fight, right?
Yes, I'm
Will we be able to?
I'm gonna see if we can show you one lazy.
Okay.
One least.
So he's been. Oh, it's a small item room. Left me a bomb, a lousy bomb that I can't use yet.
Of course,
We'll
one
see,
lazy, a very famous figure in Philippine lore. Juan Lazy. Okay, so.
Oh, this is the huge gym area room.
Oh wow! I was expecting the whole floor to look the same.
So we wanted, since it's procedurally generated, we wanted as much variety as possible. This first area that you're looking at is the University of Athena, where
Sorry, I can't get over it.
You know, where shit went down. and he has to get out of here in order to get to the next area. The next areas that we're looking at are the road on the way to the Saint El Sala.
Yeah.
And then
Are
there's
you
a-
Athenian? Is that
Athenian.
Are you
Yes.
Athenian? Okay. that explains. Yeah.
And then there will be a forbidden forest that's right outside the school grounds. And then there will be a hell level, which is the basement of the theater, the abandoned theater of the Drama King.
So you're running low on health. Are there any power-ups in this first level that you could probably run into to boost your health a bit?
Yes, I can pick up some hearts that they drop, but these guys don't hit too hard.
Okay.
I just wasn't paying attention, so I lost a lot of health.
Do you plan on adding more characters in the future?
Oh, definitely. So aside from adding more weapons, we already have about 8 total characters planned.
Oh, here we go.
That's one lazy.
There's one lady. So right now he's walking really slow because of
He's
Arjun.
lazy.
He's lazy.
yeah. But he can hit you pretty hard at this mode.
Take a
When he
couple of
hits-
years, but
yeah,
you know.
when he hits you, you get stunned. So you gotta be careful.
Eventually.
So this guy's pretty tough actually. Oh, there he's at the tree. This is supposed to be a tree. So the fruit drops, and then there he goes. He starts choking on it. No, I'm just kidding. So there's a blank spot.
Oh my.
Supposed to be some smoke there. He
For the
transforms
transition,
into
yeah.
fruits.
Oh man, that's a big
So
transition.
now he's oh my god, he's running me down, and this guy's
Ain't
really
lazy
fast.
no more.
Oh, crap.
Oh!
It is all over.
What was that apple, man?
Yeah, I want whatever he's having.
Yeah, that's great. So the game looks great.
Yeah.
You mentioned that you're releasing on Steam, and you're aiming to launch by when again? Sorry,
August
August
next year.
August next year, and in time for the GDC the following year.
Well, yes. Well, for the GDC next year, which is usually in March, we're hoping to have the early build
For
available
next year.
for playtesting.
Okay.
That's right. So hopefully by March 2017, we'll have something that people will be able to look at, something prettier than this current pre-built version.
Yeah.
And then, yes, the goal is by August of 2017, we'll have the final launch version up.
But you know,
And
for a game
release on Steam.
that's in development for 2 months, I mean, it seems like you guys have a clear picture of where you want it to go. The art's great, the gameplay looks solid, and you know, you can only imagine how great it'll be in the year to come.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm really excited about this game. I mean, it's been one of my dream projects ever since. Even before when I was still working with, I used to work with Yehe when we were looking at virtual worlds.
Yeah.
Okay.
We were building communities with the same thing. And when I started playing World of Warcraft, I loved how they incorporated.
We'll talk more later.
Yeah, Herald here is a huge Warcraft
I
fan.
love how they incorporated a lot of pop culture references
Yeah.
into their lore, like
Yeah.
the dagger, the Diggler, right?
Yeah, the Dirk Diggler.
There's a girl there who sells bags, Harris Pilton.
Yeah.
You know,
Pretty
stuff
much.
like that. And I'm like, wow, this
Yeah.
is excellent stuff. And I wanted to throw all of that, unique, quirky things into the game. And not as obvious as, this is Athene. No, I want it to be as chill as possible.
Yeah.
To make people who don't know about it, they're like, okay,
Still
it's like-
relatable.
yeah, it's just another school or university. But if I was from that school, one of the weapons you can actually pick up is the sword of Saint Ignilius.
Oh wow, that's funny.
And the quote that I put there is, every year the sword seems to disappear from the statue, but mysteriously returns at the start of the school year. So if you were from the school, you'd know that,
You'd
it
get
happens.
that,
That's
yeah.
true.
Yeah.
But it's like one of those little things that make the game a little bit more interesting. And I'm hoping that little things like that would make players want to play more, get all of the loot, discover a lot of things. Because, there's a lot of things that appeal to everybody.
Yeah, lower building pretty much.
Yeah.
And yeah, like we said, the subtext of the game is very deep. Even though the gameplay itself is fairly fun, fairly easily accessible. So it's a great balance, and it makes the game replayable over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
mean, I've been saying it ever since. At the core of this game is hugot.
okay.
You're torpe. You can't say that you like this girl, but you do. And then you didn't know that she likes you too. And
Yeah.
like, come on, man, make
it
a
already.
move.
Make it happen. Make it happen.
Anytime
Alright,
now.
I have one more question before we wrap up. Any plans of a co-op?
That is a
Oh.
very excellent question.
It actually would be really awesome.
And you know, because of what I've seen in console and NX, oh sorry, it's Switch. It's called Switch.
Yeah, the Switch now, yeah.
I am very, very keen on looking at that. But right now, it's still going to be a single-player build with leaderboards and trial. Sorry, what do you call that? Speed runs and so on and so forth.
speedruns.
Things that people do on Twitch and on streaming.
Yeah.
You know, things that make a game more community enhanced. But yes, I agree with you. That is an excellent question, and that's something that is very near and dear to my heart. I'd love to do that.
That's great. All right, that's great.
All
Let's wrap up.
Yes, let's wrap up. So, guys, again, that was Save the World from Muramasa Games. Again, Iggy, thank you so much for this interview.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, my name has been Diego, and this has been Herald.
Hey.
Goes from Quiz Selling. So we'll be here all day at ESGS, even on Saturday, even on Sunday. Iggy, would you like to plug anything else for
Well,
viewers at home?
just a shout out to my lovely wife.
Hello.
Hey, I love you, baby.
Hello there.
Yeah, she's the inspiration behind the main character.
Oh, that's
Yes.
why you emphasize
Yes,
the hotness.
Yes. And so where can gamers check out your games? Where can they see you on
So
social media?
right now, everything is still offline,
Oh,
but
okay.
our website will be up next month,
Next month.
as
Oh.
well as some initial information about our game.
That's awesome. I think if people want to find out more, they should definitely check out quitstalling.us, and maybe we'll have a little feature on Save the World.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right,
Hopefully.
that sounds great. That sounds great. Diego Z,
Yes.
take it
Harold.
away, man. Take it away.
All right, so again, so this has been me, Diego Z from Quitstalling, and this has been Harold. You can check out our website, www.quitstalling.us, check out our podcast, check out our game reviews, movie reviews to come, and so on and so forth. Again, we'll be here for all of ESGS 2016. And I'd like to thank XSplit, Player.me, Stream, and
And when in Manila.
When in Manila, and yeah, when in Manila. All right, so guys, thank you guys. See you soon.
Yeah, we'll see you in a bit.